Hello and welcome to Ralph and Jeff's Front Door Theology. And the reason I'm looking at the sign is because I can't memorize anything.
You can't memorize anything?
No.
Not even the Westminster Shorter Catechism?
I'm working on one question right now, so.
Oh, okay. Would that be question one?
Question 4.
Question 4.
I have one down pretty well.
What do the scriptures principally teach? Is that
I think
question
it's
4?
what is God? What is God?
Oh, okay.
And we'll talk about that at some point.
What do the scriptures principally teach is 2 or 3. You'd think I'd have it memorized.
But
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ralph.
My name's Ralph Brimmerman, and I grew up in Andrews, Texas. Junior year in high school, I was the vice president of the student body. That was from 1979 to 1980. And my other credential is in 2013, I was the B intermediate algebra student at Community College of Philadelphia.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
So what are your credentials?
So, before I get into those, Andrews, is that in the Permian Basin?
Permian Basin, yes.
How did I know? Because I watched the show Landman. Okay,
Oh.
that's how I know.
Yep,
It takes place in Midland.
That's what it looks like where I came from.
It's absolutely flat as a pancake.
With oil wells and tumbleweeds.
But it produces the income, doesn't it?
Yep.
I know it's.
Good place
it's pretty dangerous. At least it
a lot
looks
of
that
oil
way.
comes from there.
Yep, and for which drill, 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 baby. That's what I say. I'm
so
all
tell
for
us
it.
about yourself.
As long as we're careful.
Professor Jeff.
I have this habit of going down bunny trail, so I apologize for that. But then I'm not sorry.
Oh, that's what I'm here for.
Okay,
pull
you're
us
right.
back.
You're here to make sure I behave myself and get back on track.
That's correct.
So my credentials: MDiv, Master of Divinity from Westminster Theological Seminary here in the Philadelphia area in the year 2000. And then in 2013, I received my PhD, Doctor of Philosophy, specifically in the area of apologetics, but that's grouped within the category of historical and theological studies at Westminster Seminary. So that's what my diploma says, historical and theological studies, to distinguish it from the biblical studies side. We don't want to have anything to do with the Bible if you're doing a PhD. And I'm joking.
I was going to say, you're on the wrong show.
You're right. We are on the wrong show considering. I'm ordained. I was originally, years back in 1986, I was ordained a Salvation Army officer, and then became reformed around 31 years ago. Believe it or not. Wow, where has time gone?
It's a long time.
And was licensed in the PCA, Philadelphia Presbytery. Then I came over to the OPC, went over to the OPC around 2000, and then was licensed in the Philadelphia Presbytery of the OPC in 2003, and then ordained in the Presbytery of New Jersey in 2008. Then got my credentials in the Presbyterian Church of Cambodia, where I teach at the seminary, which is named Covenant Mission Seminary. I'm a missionary professor there at the seminary, and
that's cool.
And then I also am part-time professor of systematic theology at Heidelberg Theological Seminary in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And so my students are in Cambodia, although they're not necessarily Cambodian because it's an international school.
Sure.
And I teach students in Kenya, about 89 students.
That's a lot.
Who are, I believe, most, if not all of them, are already practicing pastors.
So, is that all? Is it?
And I mean, I write articles. I've written at least one, maybe 2 books and several chapters, edited stuff. So that's, and of course I pastored Fawn Grove, what was then OPC, it's now gone independent, but it was an OPC church when I was the pastor. And I was stated supply at Knox Orthodox Presbyterian Church in Lansdowne, Pennsylvania for 7 years.
So you've had a lot of experience.
Plus I had 8 years in the Salvation Army, plus all the years that I had at Ringo's,
Okay,
where
all
I
right.
was
This is
teacher of the
good.
congregation.
This is good.
Yeah, so how's
Well,
that? Yours
I mean,
was
that was
short
good.
and
Yeah,
mine
I
was
know.
long-winded.
Right. See, they might
I was
remember mine
Easier.
yeah.
Yeah, and so
And-
what you're suggesting
which
is
is-
that I was bloviating?
If I knew what that is,
That's
verbose.
waffle. Yes,
is verbose.
verbose.
The word.
Loquacious is another word.
Yeah, it's a beautiful word for someone that talks a lot. But you do have the gift of gab.
I do.
Which I appreciate because I have the gift of brevity. You see, I just
brief,
Well,
yeah.
I just showed my gift of brevity by pausing. Which
True, you did.
you probably don't want to pause too much on the podcast.
Yeah, you don't want to be constantly apologizing.
Can you summarize how we met?
Well, we met when
And I'll rein you in if you talk too long.
I started attending 10th Presbyterian Church in Center City. That is historic 10th Presbyterian Church. Not to say prehistoric 10th Presbyterian
Yeah,
Church.
we're not that old.
No,
Almost 200 years,
almost
but-
200 years, right?
Founded in 1829.
Yeah, it's but anyway, not to get into the history of 10th, although that's an interesting topic in itself.
Yes.
Perhaps someday we can have
Someday.
Dot Borzema, who is the church historian,
Yes.
on the show to talk
Interviewing
about
her
that.
would be great. It's a good idea.
To interview her. We will only have interviews when
she's
we think
she's
the
willing
people
to-
are smarter than us.
If she's willing to wear like a chicken hat on her head.
Something
just
like
to
that. Yeah, we
Make
got
things light.
silly requirement.
Yeah.
We are here to be ourselves, but the idea behind the name, you're wondering, well, Ralph and Jeff, that's Ralph and Jeff. Okay, that part is easy to figure
Not
out.
Ralph and Jeff.
No, it's Ralph and Jeff. Okay.
Otherwise, I'd be trying to be you.
Yeah, that's right, and I'd be trying
And
to
you
be
trying to
you.
be me. And so I thought.
Oh,
you know-
you were asking me how we met.
Yeah.
Well, I started coming to 10th with my eldest daughter, Susanna. I have two daughters, Susanna and Carolyn. And I started coming with Susanna, who sings in the choir, but she's also the administrative assistant or personal assistant to the
Yes.
senior minister
Correct.
at 10th, who's
Yes.
now to be called just minister.
Minister.
Kind of
Yes.
reminds me of
Minister.
comrade in
Yeah.
former Soviet
Yeah.
Russia. Not saying that the new pastor designate is,
No,
is
we
a
wouldn't say that
socialist or a
about-
communist.
Definitely not.
We'll have to wait and see. I guess.
So
Did I say that? No.
that's a good summary of how.
So we met 2 years ago.
In adult
and
Sunday
then
school class.
you were teaching a Sunday school class. And I just said I appreciated the class. I also liked your blue suit. I thought the color suited you.
Thank you.
And you had.
Was that a pun? Suited you?
I guess that I wasn't intending to,
Yeah.
but it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So I mean, that's how we met, and we have a mutual friend who's now the stated clerk, or in Scotland they would say
Session.
Clark of
yes.
Session
Cleric of
at
Session.
10th Presbyterian Church. He's a friend of ours, and we call ourselves the Three Musketeers.
Yes.
On occasion, the Three Musketeers.
Or the threefold cord,
This-
as it's
Yep.
also is called.
So, anyways, so that's how we met, and we like joking. You may have figured that out already.
Yes.
That we like to be funny. That's just part of our personality. But the name for our podcast, Junk Drawer Theology.
I keep wanting to call it junkyard.
Well,
Theology for some reason.
there may be
Just
some
junkyard.
who will watch this and they'll think that's exactly what it is. No,
Thinking of that song "Bad Bad
it's
Leroy
the same.
Brown."
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
You read my mind. I also was thinking of Fat Albert,
If you
which is
could
related to
read
Philadelphia.
my mind.
Yeah,
Great song.
Jim Croce.
Jim Croce, yes.
Yeah, Bad Leroy Brown.
Yeah.
Which is based on an earlier song called Stagger Lee.
Is it really?
It is. There is a connection.
But getting
between-
back to junk drawer theology, we were talking about a name for the show.
Yes, we were
Ralph.
in-
We thought that
because-
Ralph and Jeff was not enough.
Yes, that would
Or
be
Jeff and
like
Ralph.
we're not Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
In other words,
Right.
we're not well known. I mean, I've done podcasting. You've done music.
Yeah.
You're a musician,
Singer,
and a
songwriter,
songwriter,
recording artist.
and a
Yep.
piano player and a guitar player.
Guitar player more than but yeah.
He also exercises his vocal cords.
Yes.
So he
Yeah.
sings,
Yeah.
and those things are on YouTube.
On YouTube, Facebook, and
Yeah,
Instagram.
so you can go and listen to. He's produced videos, so you can see him as well as hear him.
Yes. The name of the band is Ralph Lane, and the Invisible Lane is my middle name. So that's how I got that.
And be sure to like and subscribe to those videos and make him the next Justin Bieber.
If you would like. If you would like.
That thing. But anyways, the way we came up with the name was we're advocating a Christian worldview, which means that every aspect of our life, the way we think, the way we talk, the way we act or behave, that these things ought always, since we are professed Christians, that we ought to bring the Bible and the best of Christian theology and history and so forth, all of these things to bear on all the things we're interested in.
Yeah, things we're interested in.
And we hope to, on occasion, interview people who we think are smarter than us.
Yes.
Who, as you said, will be willing to wear like a rubber chicken
Which is
weird. You know,
which is not exactly a challenge, but
right. So
I mean, you're pretty sharp, but
But thank you. I guess I am a pinhead. Yes,
I think I'm semi-sharp.
You're sharp enough.
If with the junkyard theology, I think that's a good name. Like junkyard, junk drawer.
Well,
theology.
junkyard works as well. It's
Yeah,
the same
but
idea.
junk
It's
drawers-
actually a junkyard is the junk drawer writ large.
The question
right?
is what's in your
Larger.
junk drawer. The batteries.
So if you want to leave a comment that
Hairbrush.
says, vote on junkyard over against junk drawer.
Use bandages.
We all knew what a junk drawer is. It's the drawer where it's the catch-all drawer where everything like an old phone charge cable, the old phone charger, the old what came before that? Radio, outlet cords, right? Plugs, the detachable
plugs to
power
your,
supply,
to your phone
right?
that's no longer working.
Because we think that we could use this for something else, and sometimes that does happen. But
men always hold on to cords way
we
too
do.
long. Electrical things that.
So if you
work.
only have one spoon from a silverware set, that might end up in the junk drawer.
Exactly.
So
a baby shoe.
but it's a catch-all. So there's a sense in which what we're talking about is looking at our Christian life somewhat as the drawer that catches everything is the Christian worldview, right? So
that's how you came up
I
with
guess
it.
it could be a drawer that's also organized, which is hopefully so maybe we're moving from the
chaos,
the junk drawer chaos
to
organization and knowing where things are. But the truth is, some people, that's the junk drawers. They know where everything is. I'll give you a story, and we're going to close on this because this is we need to land this airplane. And we want to keep these episodes to within 15 to 20 minutes.
And we are coming from a Reformed perspective.
Yes, that's right. We are Reformed or Calvinistic,
so
although we would simply say biblical.
Yeah. And I'm sorry to brutally interrupt you, although not totally sorry. But
so I beg to retort.
You can retort all you want. But we're focusing, correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to focus on the Westminster Shorter Catechism.
That's correct. Thank you, brother,
Theology
for
in
reminding
short
us.
bits.
So that'll give us
correct?
some
Is that right?
structure.
Yeah.
That'll give us some structure.
We'll start that next time.
Our next episode will begin with the Westminster Shorter Catechism question and answer 1. What is the chief end of man? Where was I going? I was going to use an illustration of something.
Until I rudely interrupted you.
Yes, and now I've forgotten what I was going to... Oh, I had a friend who was a ruling elder in the PCA, Philadelphia Presbytery, who was also an antiquarian bookseller. That is, he dealt in the sale of used books, and very, very often very valuable used books. But this guy's house, which was a Victorian house outside of Philadelphia, and it was floor to ceiling stacks of books. It was not organized like a typical bookstore. It was organized like a junkyard or a junk drawer. But I said to him one time, I'm looking for the Kuipers on Common Grace in the Dutch. It was three volumes. He says, I have it. Oh, you have it? Or he said, let me look. I'm going, okay, I know his house. I've been to the store, and he's going, let me look. 2 seconds later, or not long after, he comes back on the phone and says, I have it. And he gave me the price. I said, I'll take it. I'll be over in a few minutes. And I got it's now available in English, by the way, on
Nice.
Common Grace. So you
That'd be
can
good.
read it. It wasn't at this point when I got the Dutch. It had not yet been fully translated. So some people know exactly where things are if it's a mess, and if you make it neat,
It's kinda like
they
me.
can't find it.
Yeah.
But
not too
anyway,
neat.
so our goal is, of course, to help things to move from chaos to cosmos.
Yes.
Okay. Cosmos being we get the word cosmology and cosmetic from the word. It can be translated world. It can be translated as organized world. So, anyways, I've run I could talk on and on, as you've already noted.
Well, what's good is I'm hearing the music. So
You're hearing
that
the
is
music,
clue.
and I'm hearing the music.
That's the
Some
clue that we
cool
are
stuff
through,
by
so-
Ralph Lane and the Invisible.
So, if you have any questions or comments, we'll make our email available to you soon.
Yep.
And hope you have a good day. And moving on to episode 2 next time.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Remember to ask yourself this question: what's in your junk drawer?
What's in your junk drawer?